Hey, I'm Ace, and this is my first animated video, and I put so much effort into this video. You see? So let's start it off with it being, well, completely random. If you didn't know, I am obsessed with anime. I spend a lot of my free time watching it, and I've seen up to 200 of them. To some, that's a lot. To others, I'm still a noob. Ha! Move aside. I've seen more than 1,000. But, this isn't a competition. I was just pointing out that I've probably seen more than the average. Know your place, pleb. Anyways, when you've seen so many animes, people tend to make a tier list, or a top 5. And I became aware that my top 5 list isn't like others. When I came across a post on Instagram that asked, "What is your top 5 animes?" When you read the average list, you would probably find at least one of the big 3 animes in their list. But not me, because, well, I guess I'm difficult. I've enjoyed each of them, but I've never actually finished them. I'm on episode 51 of Bleach, episode 106 of One Piece, and how is that only a tenth of the show? But I have a general idea of what happens in every big anime because of what is behind this door. Oh, what's behind this door, you ask? Am I free? You've done enough damage. Spoilers! But that's a monster fall for another day. Today is about my top 5, which don't include him. When making a top 5 list, I believe there's 3 routes. The first route is when you put popular animes in your top 5, like the big 3. And you know what? Throw in Dragon Ball Z and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Now this isn't supposed to target anyone. I mean, Fullmetal Alchemist was amazing and even made me cry. The second row are the people who added the heavy-hitting, interesting stories to their list, such as Death Note, Code Geass, Attack on Titan, Steins Gate, and Monster. Then there is the route that doesn't follow the norm, the not predictable, the I'm not like the other girl top 5, which is kind of my list. Now, I will openly admit that my favorite animes are no masterpiece. I would say that Bakuman is a masterpiece. It's so inspirational, but there is a constant in my top 5. Anyone who knows me knows that romance is my favorite genre. I mean, I firmly believe a good love story makes any anime better. I mean, who doesn't like to ship characters? Like, why don't you guys just kiss? But if it was only romance, my top 5 would include Clannad, Pet Sama, Maid Sama, Bunny Girl, and Just Because. Though Just Because is in my top 10, and just based on that, my list already sounds strange. But it's not just romance. It has to have some spice to it if it wants to be in my top 5. And that spice is a dark theme, and that makes it amazing. By now, you're probably wondering, what is my top 5? We will start with, well, number 5, Zetsuen no Tempest. So good, so underrated. Number 4, Tokyo Revengers. It's getting really popular, and that is what it deserves. I mean, all the characters are so cool. Definitely Mikey and Baji and Draken and Takamichi and Kazutora and you probably get the gist. Number 3, Beyond the Boundaries. One of the few amazing animes made by Kyoto Animation. And number 2, ReZero. I love everything about this show. Definitely since my ship is the winning ship. Number 1 is Guilty Crown. I am dead serious when I say this. It has been number 1 since day number 1. It honestly may be nostalgia, but I can rewatch it today and still be like, oh, that's my number 1. By the way, all these animes have amazing openings. You have to at least listen to them, if not watch the show. Is my top 5 list strange? Probably, huh? But thank you for watching my first animated video. Oh, and what's your top 5?